Medical authorities say at least 5 people died of starvation last year after being stranded in the evacuation zone around the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. The government issued an evacuation order on one day after the nuclear accident, but some residents were left stranded. A man in his 70s who lived about 5 kilometers from the plant was found dead in late March on the second floor of his home. The tsunami had damaged the first floor. A woman in her 60s was found dead last April inside her home. She lived alone and had trouble walking. At least 5 people in the area died from apparent starvation.
Stay over here and try to stay out of the way, all right? Okay.
Police and medical authorities examined the 5 bodies. They say the victims appear to have been stranded and unable to call for help.
If the nuclear accident had not occurred, some of these people might have been rescued. They had no means to ask for help. We have to learn from these cases about how to manage that kind of situation.
A group of Tokyo Electric Power Company shareholders has sued the utility's former and current executives over huge losses stemming from last year's nuclear plant accident. They're seeking about $68 billion in compensation. 42 shareholders filed a class action lawsuit at the Tokyo District Court on Monday. They're suing 27 people who held top executive posts at Tepco after 2002, when a government panel warned that a huge earthquake could hit the area where the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant is located. The shareholders say the executives were negligent and that the utility failed to take measures to protect the plant from earthquakes and tsunami. They say Tepco should pay the compensation to the people affected by the accident.
Japan's corporate culture will not change unless individual managers take responsibility for problems. The shareholders want to correct what they call a system of collective irresponsibility in the nuclear industry.
Tepco declines to comment on the lawsuit. The company is expected to post a net loss of about $8.6 billion in the business year that ends this month. South Korea says it expects an upcoming nuclear security summit in Seoul to send a message to North Korea and other countries that they should give up their nuclear development programs.
I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle.
South Korea is to chair the 2-day summit in its capital starting on March 26th. Top leaders from 253 countries, including the United States and China, are expected to discuss measures against nuclear terrorism and for international management of nuclear materials. South Korean Foreign Minister Kim Soon-hwan said the summit will include intensive talks on how to promote safe management of highly enriched uranium and plutonium that could be used for nuclear weapons.
The summit is aimed at minimizing the use of nuclear materials such as highly enriched uranium and plutonium. The talks will send a message to North Korea that it should abandon its nuclear development.
Kim also says South Korea wants to discuss nuclear security measures as a terrorist attack on a nuclear power plant could lead to a serious accident.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat. You're the only one who has to know.
Oscar Mayer had a way with biology and A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How's that?
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost, the minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, a movie star, and the rest are here on Gilligan's Isle. Now this is a tale of our castaways. They're here for a long, long time. They'll have to make the best of things. It's an uphill climb. The first mate and his skipper too will do their very best to make the others comfortable in their tropic island nest. No phone, no light, no motor car, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be. So join us here each week, my friends, you're sure to get a smile. For 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle.
I have this thing called psoriatic arthritis. I had some intense pain. It progressively got worse. My rheumatologist told me about Enbrel. I'm surprised how quickly my symptoms have been managed.
Because Enbrel suppresses your immune system, it may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, and nervous system and blood disorders have occurred. Before starting Enbrel, your doctor should test you for tuberculosis and discuss whether you've been to a region where certain fungal infections are common. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu. Tell your doctor if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if while on Enbrel you experience persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness.
Get back to the things that matter most. Good job, girls. Ask your rheumatologist if Enbrel is right for you.